Welcome back to the lesson again. So before we start the lesson, yes, Isumi.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon. Okay, before we start, can we get someone to introduce yourself? Again, Teacher Ulrich and Teacher Jinie would like to know all of you more. So some of you haven't got a chance to introduce yourself. Please let us know. Unmute yourself. Your name, how do you pronounce your name? How old are you? Which grade are you in? And what do you want to learn today? Anyone? I see Vihansha. Vihansha, would you like to introduce yourself?
Chamika.
Chamika, okay, yes.
Yes.
Would
you like to introduce yourself?
Your turn to introduce yourself.
Of course I am. Yeah, I am Chamika. I am from Sri Lanka, from Kegol district. Actually, I am 16 years old and in school I am learning in grade 11. I am going to face to the O-level this year.
I see. Okay, good luck. So Akila, is Chamika's province near you or where he's staying near you?
No, it's not.
Us.
Yeah, I'm
because
in
I don't
Colombo.
know Sri Lanka very well.
Yeah, correct. I'm in Colombo. But
So
he's, I think, gone. Kegol, right?
okay, so
Yes.
and that's which part of Sri Lanka? The north, south, east, or west?
Middle.
Middle. Okay. We hope to have a chance to visit Sri Lanka. Then we will know better where are all of you at. Okay. So without further ado, let me share my screen. Okay, today, all of you will be talking more. Hopefully, Teacher Jinie doesn't have to talk so much. Okay, so today is lesson 13. We're going to review our soft G rule, which last week you did very, very well. And then we're going to do comprehension, identifying main ideas. I know some of you who have attended the grade 8 and 9 lessons, you may have also learned this, identifying main idea. Okay, but here we're going to do it with more text, okay, with longer text. And then we're going to do word reading and vocabulary. Finally, this reading and vocabulary will help us with identifying main ideas because these passages you have read it a few times, okay? And I will share the more why is it that Teacher Jinie keeps showing the same passage and you have to reread again and again, okay? And okay, first let's go to our soft G rule. Okay, let's recap our rule. When G is followed by elephant in yellow, it says the J sound. So all of you will help to read the words for me and we go. Okay, unmute yourself and read. Again.
Rigid.
Yes, rigid. Carry on.
Tangent.
Yes, be confident. Okay, tangent.
Gel.
Yes.
Gyrate.
Very good. Okay, the Y here says the I sound, so it's gyrate. Okay.
Gentleman.
Yes, gentleman. Very good.
Change.
Yes. Okay. Changes. The S here, it has a sound. Okay. Changes.
Gymnastics.
Thank you. Okay. Gymnastics. The Y here says a different sound from the word gyrate. So this is gymnastics. Very good.
Agency.
Yes. Agency.
Gigantic.
Okay. The I here says the I sound. Gigantic. Well done.
Tragically.
Yes. Tragically.
Gypsies.
Yes. Gypsies.
Egyptian.
Anyone wants to try? How do we read this word again, other than Egyptians? Almost there. This word is Egyptians. Okay, the T says the sound. Okay, Egyptians. So it's the people who lives in Egypt. Next word. Louder.
Congested.
Yes, congested. Thank you.
Angelic.
Yes, angelic.
Generic.
Try again.
Generic.
Okay, generic. Okay, good try. Generic.
Tangy.
Very good. Tangy.
Engineers.
Yes, engineers.
Gestation.
Very good. Gestation.
Gene.
Yes, gene. And the last word.
Germs.
Germs. Okay, I can see that some of you needs a bit of time to think through how do you pronounce. Okay, that's why you need to read more. Get yourself, try and see what are the kind of soft G words. If you can Google online, try and read them and you will get more fluent. Okay, great job. So now I'm not going to go next week. I'm not going to go into soft G words anymore. Okay, unless when you read, I realize that you're having some difficulties. We're going to move into new things to learn. Okay, so we are going to do identifying main ideas today. In fact, for this next 2 weeks. So why do we want to know the main ideas? Because when we know the main ideas, it helps us to recall important information about the text and the passage. Okay, and when you can locate the main ideas and the important details, you understand the points that the writer is trying to say. Okay, and with that, you are also able to identify the relationship between the main idea and the passage, and that will improve your comprehension. So sometimes you realize when teacher Jinie asks things like, when you read the text, who is in the story, where is the story taking place, and how are the people feeling, you are unsure. Okay, maybe because the words were difficult, or you don't understand the text. So identifying main idea is one way to help you be able to understand the text better. Okay, so another reason why we learn about finding the main idea, and this is finding main idea is one of the things we do as readers. Okay, it helps you to make better sense of the story, and when you answer questions, you can use the main ideas to help you find answers. Okay, so how do we find main ideas in a passage? You identify the topic. Sometimes you call it a topic. Sometimes you call it the title. Okay, the title of a passage. When you know the title or the topic of the passage, you will roughly be able to know what the main idea is like. Okay, you summarize the passage. For example, when I talk about, I can write a story and I talk about me going to the supermarket and buy something, and there may be surprises. So this is now, I am summarizing the passage. Okay, the main idea takes a few words out of the passage only. Okay, summarizing uses sentences. Main idea uses a few words. Okay, and sometimes the main idea is in the first or the last sentence of the passage. Later, we will take a look. And you look for ideas that keeps on repeating itself. It keeps on coming out from the passage. That's where you find the main idea. Okay, so today, I'm going to teach you how to find the main idea. You're going to practice that. Okay, so this is how we find the main idea. So, like I shared, a topic is what the whole story is about. And then every paragraph tells you an idea, and that's called the main idea. And there are also details, pieces of information that actually tells you what the main idea would be. Okay, so for example, if I tell you today we're going to read a passage about topics, okay, you will ask yourself as you read the passage, what is this whole story about? And if the idea keeps on repeating, it's about grasshoppers, ladybirds, you know it's about insects. Okay, and then for each paragraph, I will also ask myself, what is this paragraph about? So you look for sentences that tells you that idea for the paragraph. Okay, for example, in one of the paragraph, it might be the kinds of insects. Okay, and then as you read on, you realize that in those paragraphs, it tells you about ladybugs, grasshopper, bees. Okay, these are pieces of information that tells you that, oh, I'm actually talking about the kinds of insects in this paragraph. Okay, so up to now, anyone has questions? If not, then we will start practicing. Okay, okay, so let's read each story below. You're supposed to think about 1 or 2 words to name the topic. So in topics, in identifying the topic or the title of the story, we just use 1 or 2 words. Okay, somebody read this for me. Unmute yourself and you can read for me. Anyone wants to try to read this for me first? Okay, I'll do it first. Okay, I'll do the first example. Race cars are super fast. They are so cool. They can go up to 200 miles an hour. It takes a good driver to win a race. The driver has to practice driving the car safely at a high speed. Okay, teacher Jinie is going to do this for you first. Okay, so I asked myself, what is this story about? It talks about race cars because it came out here. It says they're super fast, they are cool, they go up to 200 miles an hour. I realized the information about race cars keep on coming out. But here it talks about it takes a good driver to win a race. Maybe it's also talking about good race car drivers. Here also talking about driver has to practice driving the car safely at high speeds. But here it's also telling me that it's talking about race cars. So if I can think about a topic, I would say race cars. Okay, because there are many information about the race cars, although it talked about a driver to drive the race car, but it's part of the information with regards to race cars because race cars cannot run on their own. There needs to be a driver to drive it. Okay, so the topic for this story is about race cars. Anyone has any other topic that you think it is suitable for this paragraph, this story? Don't have. Okay, I think you're still thinking, okay, because it's a very new idea today. So next one, I want someone to read the story for all of us, okay? And then we'll work together and think about the topic, which is the title of the story. Okay, I have a picture there, but it may or may not be regarding the picture, the same as the picture. Okay, who wants to unmute and read for me? Maybe I get Izumi. Izumi, you want to read for me? Is Izumi still there? Or Minila?
Okay, teacher. May I read?
Yes, yes, please.
Some people think dinosaurs were green or brown. I think they were blue and red. When I draw a dinosaur, I make it blue. Once I even drew a blue one with red spots on it.
Yes, very good. I'm so sorry. Let me change this. Okay, this is supposed to be red. Okay, thank you, Minila. So Minila has read the passage for us. Okay, and you saw the answers. Okay, never mind. Now, cover your eyes if you've seen the answer. Now let's try and guess. Ask yourself. There are 3 sentences here. What is this story about? Anyone wants to try?
About dinosaurs.
Very good. Okay, about dinosaurs. Well done, Buhumi. Good try. Okay, so if you look at teacher Jinie's answer, I also write my dinosaurs. Why is it that dinosaur help? It is a topic here. I can also use my dinosaurs because when I read here, some people think dinosaurs were green or brown. Yes, this talks about dinosaurs, but for me, my dinosaurs, I draw them in blue and red. Here again, it talks about me drawing a dinosaur. And the last one also talks about me drawing dinosaurs that are blue with red spot. So this story can be about dinosaurs, but you can also put my dinosaurs. Okay, because then people will know, that's what you think about dinosaur. And they can read on and find out more. Okay, thank you, Buhumi and Minila. So I'm going to get a next person to read the next story. Yes, Buhumi?
Teacher, can't we take topic as dinosaurs, colors?
Okay, so if you were to use colors, what colors will you put?
Brown, green, blue.
Yes. So you see, because here it talks about if I were to write green, brown, blue, and red dinosaurs. But does the whole story talk about dinosaurs being in all the 4 colors? It doesn't. Okay, so if I say this story is about green, brown, blue, and red dinosaurs, people will, you will expect that it's talking about, blue dinosaurs, what are they like? Green dinosaurs, what are they like? Brown dinosaurs, what are they like? Red dinosaurs, what are they like? So it's not so. Okay, later we'll continue to learn about supporting details, and you will see why some supporting details are there just to be in the passage. Okay, but you have to learn to ignore it because they are not the important ideas. Okay, good questions. I like Buhumi. So basically this passage, if you sum it up, is about dinosaurs. Okay, just ignore the colors for now. Basically, it tells about dinosaurs. Very good, okay? So I hope it helps you. Thank you. So I think knowing the main ideas also helps you with writing. Okay, writing title, writing the story. And when you read a story, when you are supposed to, you're given a title and you write a story, some people write wrongly because they didn't understand the topic very well. Okay, good try. So next one, who wants to read for me?
May I read?
Who is that? Isumi? Yes, please, Isumi.
My favorite subject at school is science. There are so many things to learn about. Last month, we learned about ocean life. This month, we are studying Saturn. I wonder what our class will learn about next month.
Very good. So now, who wants to tell me, what do you think this story is talking about? Okay, there are 5 sentences here, but actually they're talking about the same thing. So remember, I told you, if you're not very sure, you look at the first and the last sentence. It gives you a bit of idea what the topic is about. Chamika, you want to try? Give this passage a title.
Wait.
Sure.
Knowledge of the science.
Okay, knowledge of science. Good try, good try. Okay, knowledge of science. So if we're talking about knowledge of science, there will be information on knowledge. But here, let's take a look. My favorite subject at school is science. So many things to learn. Last month was ocean life. This month is Saturn. Next month, I am not sure what we're going to learn. Can you shorten it a bit? Just a little bit more. What is more specific about this paragraph here? Anyone wants to?
Subject.
Your favorite subject? Good try. Okay, my favorite subject, because it talks about my favorite subject, right? You learn about all these things. But what is this favorite subject then? Yes, Buhumi again.
Can't we say categories of science?
Okay, so let me show the answer. Very good try. All of you are almost there. The subject, the story is just about science. Okay, so the title is science. Okay, so if just now somebody, Izumi, was saying, can I say my favorite subject? Yes, you can use that, but more specifically, you're talking about science. My favorite subject, okay, is science. So science is here. So many things to learn about, okay? And it says here, ocean life is actually one of the topics in science. Saturn is also part of the science. And next month, I don't know what I'm learning, but this writer is talking about the science lessons. Okay, so you can put science or science lessons, or some of you can even put my science lessons. Okay, so all of you are not wrong. The way you write the topic, the topic for the story is not wrong. It's just that you need to take a look at what is leading on in the sentences. Okay, but I think I like it. So all your answers are not wrong. It's just that we want it more specific. Okay, so this topic would be science. Okay, now we're going to go into something more easy. Okay, we have 3 answers for you to choose from. Okay, I'm putting a picture of the elephant here, but don't be misguided by the picture here, okay? It may or may not tell you what the story is about. Okay, so now we're looking at paragraph, remember? So after we finish the topic, that's where we look at each paragraph and ask ourselves, what is this paragraph about? Okay, who wants to read the paragraph for me? There's someone who hasn't read for me to read. Is Mahisha here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mahisha, would you like to read for me?
Okay. An elephant's trunk is very strong. It can pick up heavy objects. The end of it is so flexible that can pick up very small objects. It can hold lots of water too.
Very good. I can hear that all of you are getting more confident in reading. Although teacher Jinie didn't give you the vocab, teach you how to read, you're reading it very well. Okay, so now, this paragraph, is it talking about A, an elephant's trunk, B, elephants are strong, or C, elephants are big?
A, an elephant's trunk.
Very good. Who was that who gave the answer?
Buhumi.
Buhumi. So Buhumi, you said that the answer is A. Let's see. Yes, it's talking about elephant's trunk. But why do you think it is talking? Can you explain why is this paragraph talking about an elephant? Why is the main idea an elephant's trunk and not that elephants are strong or elephants are big?
The paragraph is saying elephant's trunk is very strong. It can pick up heavy objects or small objects. Water to elephant's trunk.
Very good. So what Buhumi has just done is she summarized the paragraph. She said that an elephant's trunk is very strong. It can pick up heavy objects, small objects, and lots of water too. So you see, as you are learning the main idea, you are actually learning to summarize it first. So if you can summarize, make the sentences shorter, you have a good idea, and you know, if I ask you to describe the main idea, it's about an elephant's trunk. We're not talking about elephants are strong, okay? Because some of you will read this. It can pick heavy objects. Elephant is strong. It can pick up small objects too, and it can hold lots of water. If you're not very clear, you will think that elephants are strong, and it's wrong. Because, and again, we said, read the first and the last sentence. It tells you an elephant's trunk is very strong. Then the passage continues to give you examples of what it means by the trunk is very strong. Okay, good try. So the next one. Again, someone to read the passage for us. Let me see. Some of you are Dilini, are you there? Or Manuja, is there Manuja? I see you. Oh, somebody coming in. Is anyone else wanting to read the passage for me? It's okay if you're not very sure how to read it. You can unmute yourself. Dilini, are you there? Yes, Dilini, would you want to read? Yes.
If you are thinking about getting a pet, try a cat. Cats like to play, but you do not have to take them for walks. They do not make a lot of noise. They do not jump on people, and they sleep a lot.
Thank you. Okay, so the options are A. What is this paragraph about? The paragraph is about cats sleep a lot. Or is it B? Cats make good pets. Or C? Cats are fun. Anyone has the answer? What is the main idea here in this passage?
Cats make good pets.
Who is that, Buhumi? Okay, cats make good pets. Anyone has a different answer? I'm not saying Buhumi is wrong, but I'm just asking if anyone has a different answer. Okay, if not, let's take a look at the answer. Very good, Buhumi. Cats make good pets. Okay, this is what the whole paragraph about. Chamika, would you like to explain for us why do you think that the main idea here is cats make good pets and not cats sleep a lot or cats are fun? Or anyone else would like to help to explain? Why do you think the answer is B and not A and C? Yes, Chamika, I saw you unmuting.
Sorry, teacher, I don't know about that. I
You
hate
don't know.
cats.
Okay, so I will explain to you. Never mind, at least when you say you don't know, I'll explain to you. So here, we know that this passage is talking about getting a pet. Okay? And it's telling you if you're trying to get a pet, you can consider a cat. Then it went on to talk about what cats are like. Cats, they like to play. You don't have to take them for walks. They don't make a lot of noise. They don't jump on people, and they sleep a lot. So it's actually telling you that from here, cats like to play, don't have to take them for walks, don't make a lot of noise, don't jump on people. It's actually positive things, good things about cats, to convince you, to tell you that actually they are good pets. They're easy to take care. They're not difficult. They're not worried. You don't have to worry about people complaining about them. Okay, so that's why Teacher Jinie has summarized for you. The answer here, the main idea is cats make good pets. Okay, when we look at cats sleep a lot, there's only one part here that says cats sleeping a lot. So it's definitely not answer A. Cats are fun. It sounds like it. Okay, but remember the first sentence, it talks about getting a pet. Okay, if we're not talking about getting a pet, I maybe will not be talking about cats. So this passage here is about cats and cats being a pet. So the answer is cats make good pets. Okay, so that's how you explain and how you think through. First thing, remember what Buhumi did. When you look at the passage, summarize it. When you summarize it, you know what is this passage paragraph about, and then you shorten it to find the main idea. Say the main idea in a few words. Okay, to help you again, let's take a look at the next paragraph. Who wants to read this for me? Reading is the easiest thing now for all of you. Let me see. Ruchika, is it? Ruchika, do I call this your name? Ben, Dharma, Ruchika. Would you want to read this for me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Do I call you Ruchika or how do I pronounce your name?
Okay, Dhamma Ruchika. Ruchika
Ah,
is easy.
I see.
Dhamma
So can I call you Dharma? Or I have to call the whole name. Okay, Dharma Ruchika, come. Can you read this for me?
Okay. A blue
Whale.
blue whale weigh up to 20 tons. That is about the same as 25 elephants put together. A blue whale's heart is the size of a small car. Its tongue is so big that about 50 people can stand on it. It eats about 4 tons of food every day.
Thank you, Dharma Ruchika. So,
Yeah.
who wants to try? So, this paragraph, the main idea is it A, blue whales are huge, or B, blue whales eat a lot, or C, blue whales are blue.
Blue whales eat a lot.
Blue whales are huge.
Okay, very good try. I hear two answers here. Izumi said blue whales are Izumi said blue whales eat a lot. Am I right? And Vinila says blue whales are huge. Very good. I like that you're trying. Okay, so now let me explain to you and you see which, okay, definitely we know C, blue whales are blue is wrong because we're not talking anything about explaining why blue whales are blue. Okay, so C is definitely out. Let's take a look at Teacher Jinie's explanation. Okay, this whole paragraph is explaining to you, it talks about the weight of a blue whale, the size of the blue whale, the size, and it also describes the parts of the blue whale, how big is it? And of course, it talks about it eating 4 times of food every day. But now, remember the main idea is where we look at the sentences, the details, most of the details will be talking about the main idea. When we talk about the blue whale eating 4 times of food every day, are there many sentences about talking about what it eats? No. Okay, so now after my explanation, what is the answer? Is the main idea A, blue whales are huge, or B, blue whales eat a lot?
A, blue whales are huge.
Very good. Thank you, Buhumi. So I hope, Izumi, you understand that you are right. Okay, there is a part that talks about the whales eating a lot, but a lot of it talks about the weight that is very big, it's very heavy, the heart is big, the tongue is also big. So the whole main idea is that blue whales are huge. Okay, I like that you're all trying. Okay, so this I hope that when you learn the main idea, it helps you to write better. Okay, so imagine the teachers give you the title. You're supposed to write a story about blue whales are huge. Okay, but if you continue to keep on writing that it eats 4 times of food every day, it likes to eat fishes, it likes to eat this, it eats 3 times a day, it eats 5 times a day, you are actually writing out of points. Okay, so you must be very, very careful with being able to identify the main ideas and writing the main ideas out. Okay, so let's try again. I know all of you must be very fearful. Teacher Jinie, so much reading, so much things to think about. Okay, I hope by the end of all these examples, you will be able to be more confident, okay, in understanding the main ideas. Okay, so now I only have the answer, main idea for you to come up with. Okay, I'm going to read this. Okay, let's read and somebody tell me what the main idea might be like. Okay, again, look out for the first and the last sentence. It might tell you something about the main idea. In between, try and think through what the most ideas are talking about. Okay, beware of hungry tigers. They look for food and then jump on it. Then they use their sharp claws to tear at their food. Their sharp teeth cut like knives. Their rough tongues also help them to tear their food. The top of a tiger's tongue is so rough it could scratch your arm just by licking you. Okay, who wants to try? What would the main idea be? It's okay if you're not sure and if you get it wrong, okay? Just try.
The tigers. Hungry tigers.
Hungry
Okay?
tigers.
I hear some people saying hungry tigers, some people say tigers. Okay, let's take a look at my answer. Aha. Okay. The main idea here talks about tigers or hungry tigers. Okay, they are fierce eaters. Okay, so some of you're getting there, but let's look again. Okay, why is the main idea tigers are fierce eaters? Minila and the rest of you got it correct. You know that it's talking about tigers, but we're not just talking about tigers in general. Now let's look at the second sentence. These tigers, when they're hungry, this is what happened. They jump on their food. They use the claws, sharp claws, they tear. Okay, words like tear is very, very scary. They use the sharp teeth. Okay, and they also use their tongues to tear their food. Okay, do you eat like this? You don't eat like this. You don't tear at your food, right? So it's actually telling you that these tigers are very, very dangerous when they are hungry because they are fierce eaters. Okay, so hungry tigers is not wrong, but it would be good if in your main ideas you add a few more words like hungry tigers are scary. Hungry tigers are fierce. Okay, so here the best main idea would be tigers are fierce eaters because the second, the third, the fourth, and the fourth, okay, the fourth sentences talk about them being very fierce eaters. Okay, good try. Let's try the next one. Who wants to read for me? You can unmute yourself and read it for me.
Buhumi?
Yes, Buhumi.
Bats are the only mammals that can fly. They sleep during the day and fly at night. One bat can eat thousands of mosquitoes in one night. Bats use a kind of radar to find their way in the dark.
Yes, okay, so what is radar? Radar is a kind of signal, okay, that they, you know, for boats and bats, they use this. They don't use their eyes or their ears to hear. Okay, they use this radar to actually find their way. Okay, they send out some signals and it rebounds back. Okay, so who can tell me what is the main idea here? Okay, I can tell you the answer is not just bats. There is more than the word bats. Explain, share more. Okay, what would the main idea be? Okay, I'm going to give you some hints because I told you the answer is not just bats. The main idea here is not just about bats because it talks about mammals. Okay, mammals are words you use in science language, and mammals that can fly. They sleep during the day and fly at night. And all these are real things about bats. It is not untrue. Okay, bats eat thousands of mosquitoes in one night, and they use radar. They are all real things. What is that word that can explain what these information are about? I think this is not easy. Okay, I'm going to give you the answer because I know all of you understand that the main idea is about bats. Okay, but I'm going to add in 2 more words. The main idea here is about facts about bats because all this information here are real and true. Okay, that's why we say that this paragraph is facts about bats because they are information that are really real. But if we just use bats, it can be a story that's not real. Okay, that's why here are facts. They are really true. So the main idea here is facts about bats. Okay, anyone has any questions? So you can learn a new word. Facts are information that are real, is true out there. Okay, usually you apply in the subject of science. Okay, if not, I know all of you have read read all these words before. We are going to read them very quickly. Okay, let's go. Unmute yourself and read these words again.
Remotest.
Yes.
Modernization.
Okay, modernization. Yes, somebody was getting it right. Modernization.
Ammonia.
Yeah.
Time. Immemorial.
Yes. Time immemorial.
Backwaters.
Yes, backwaters.
Anticipation.
Good.
With. Defecating.
Okay. Defecating or defecating.
Sanitation.
Very good.
Secluded.
Very good. Secluded.
Bemusement.
Bemusement. Okay, bemusement.
Underestimated.
Very good. Underestimate.
Herculean.
Yes, Herculean.
Envisioned.
Ambition. Okay, so why am I talking about these words? Because last week we read this passage. Okay, but today we are going to, okay, we don't have much time. I'm going to move on fast. We're still going to read the passage, but I want you to identify the main idea for each of the paragraph. Okay, and then after all the 4 paragraphs, I want you to identify a suitable title for the 4 paragraphs. Okay, so you have read this before. Okay, I am going to read this for you and you think about, okay, these questions. Where, who, how are the characters building? Okay, so let me read first. In one of the remotest backwaters of India, where it is still untouched by most of modernization, amidst the mud huts in the village, lay some small concrete structures that Dohi was very keen to show me. I was kept in suspense and had waited with great anticipation until I opened the door of a hut she owned, only to be shocked, to be greeted by the slight whiff of ammonia. As I turned away, I saw Dohi beam. It was her toilet. Okay, so I know teacher Ulrich went through this story with you. So I'm bringing it out again so that we work on the main idea. So who can tell me in this paragraph here, in this story, who, okay, where is the story set in? Where is this story in?
In
Yes,
one of the remotest backwaters of India.
very good. So it is in the way back village of India. Very good. And who is in the story?
Dohi,
Very good. And one more. Dohi and who?
and I.
Very good. Dohi and I. So I is the person who is writing the story. So based on this first paragraph here, how do you think the characters are feeling? So how do we know? Because you look at some of the words, kept in suspense, waited with great anticipation, shocked, Dohi beam. Okay, beam is also telling about.
Very keen.
He was very keen. Okay. What else? How did Dohi? So who was feeling very keen? The author. How do you think Dohi felt?
Shocked.
Dohi was shocked. Okay. Good try. So I would say Dohi was actually very proud. Okay, she's very proud because somebody is visiting her, which is the author. The author is visiting Dohi, and like some of you were saying that was very keen, right? The author was very keen. He doesn't know what to expect. Maybe he's also very excited and nervous. And Dohi here, because of the word beam, I know that Dohi was quite happy or very proud. Okay, and then later in the story, we'll see why she's very proud. Okay, so here, very good. You've given the answer where Dohi and me was in the story. And because of some of these words, anticipation, shock, and Dohi beam, I know that the people, the character in the stories may be feeling a bit of excitement, but they also maybe don't know what to expect. But Dohi is definitely very happy. Okay, so now my question is, what is this paragraph about? Okay, the first paragraph, I will give you the answer. Okay, and I will explain to you. So the author is visiting Dohi, and he is visiting Dohi for a certain reason. That is to look at some of these small concrete structures. Who can make a guess? What are these small concrete structures?
House.
Buildings. Who was that who said the last answer? What was the answer?
Toilets.
Very good. So if we read back here, that we talk about the small concrete structures, and here is actually the toilets. Okay, so the title here, the main idea here would be meeting Dohi and the toilets. Okay, some of you are still guessing. The author is here to look at some of these small concrete structures, but are they houses? I'm not sure. Are they buildings? Okay, I'm not sure. But if I give you the main idea, the author is meeting Dohi and the toilets, then you will know, these small concrete structures are actually toilets. And how do I also know? Because as I read the next, this sentence, I was kept in suspense and had waited with great anticipation until I opened the door of a hut she owned. And this whiff of ammonia, actually it comes with the smell of the toilets. Okay, so all these things point to the toilet. So the main idea in this paragraph is meeting Dohi and the toilets. You can also just put it as meeting Dohi, but it's just half the picture. Okay, so let's try paragraph 2. Again, I read this for you, and as I'm reading, think about what the main idea is about. Once upon a time, so this is Dohi talking, thinking. Once upon a time, I had always looked forward to visiting the city hospital, not because I was sick, but only so that I could use its toilets, Dohi remarked. She would always look for an excuse for a trip to the hospital, as she loved using a proper toilet with a door, water, and lights. Now, not only is she a proud owner of a toilet, but a sanitation champion for other villagers who have been used to defecating in the open since time immemorial. To my bemusement, Dohi then invited me to grace her toilet, and like every good guest to someone's house, I could not say no to her invitation. Okay, back to all of you. What would be a likely main idea of this passage here? Anyone wants to try? Shamika, unmuted. You have something to share? I know that I didn't give the answers in this, so I want you to throw out some of these answers and try. Okay, so I will help you along. If you look at this paragraph, it's talking about somebody. Who is this paragraph talking about? Most of the time.
Dohi.
Very good. And what was Dohi talking about in this passage most of the time? She said she always liked to go to the hospital to visit, to use the toilet. What is this second sentences? What does Dohi do? She looked for an excuse to go to the hospital. Why? Because she loved using proper toilet with a door. So what do you think the main idea is about in this paragraph? Let us try.
Cleanliness of Dohi. She wanted to have a proper toilet.
Okay, Dohi wants to have proper toilet. What was the first answer again? I didn't get it very well. Was that Izumi or Buhumi?
Cleanliness of Dohi.
Again,
Cleanliness of Dohi.
Cleanliness of Dohi. Okay, good try. Anyone has another answer? I'm not saying you're wrong. Okay, I think Minila and Izumi. Oh, okay, cleanliness, not so much, because you realize that it doesn't talk about cleanliness, but I think Dohi's love for toilets. Okay, Dohi's love for proper toilet. I think Minila, what was your answer again? You're almost there. Okay. Okay, so that would be something that will be okay. I didn't put the answer down because I think you all would have many different answers. So some of these answers that you shared would be right, but cleanliness not so there, because here we didn't talk about cleanliness. We talked about how Dohi was looking for toilets, okay, and she loves to use proper toilets, but now she's also a proud owner of a toilet. Okay, so you can also say Dohi and her toilet experiences. Okay, that is also okay. Okay, so don't worry. Next week we will do this again. Okay, and I will just read through the next 2 paragraphs and briefly talk about the main ideas so that next week you can understand better. Okay, so paragraph 3. The toilet had changed Dohi's life in ways modern people always underestimate. During autumn, it will be a struggle to find a secluded spot amidst the bare trees, while during the monsoon, her hands would hurt from holding an umbrella, to say nothing of the fear of being spotted. Dohi could not sleep a bit more as well. Before that, she had to rush out at 4 in the morning to make a journey out into the open darkness to relieve herself before starting work. I could see how much harder her life could be without it. Okay, so the main idea here is about how Dohi's life had changed. Okay, that's one of the main idea. If not, you can also say Dohi's life without toilet. Okay.
Dohi's future.
Dohi's future. Okay. Good try,
Dohi's
Izumi.
future.
Yes.
Dohi's future home.
Dohi's future home. Is it about future home? It's about toilet. Okay, so remember, Izumi, the main idea here is also toilet. Okay, so you will maybe put it in Dohi's future life with toilet, or Dohi's Dohi's future life with toilet, or Dohi's past without toilet. Okay, so because if you realize this third paragraph is talking about the past, what has happened before Dohi had toilet. Good try, Izumi. You're thinking there, and I like that. Okay, because we want to slowly learn about the main idea. So it's okay, you get it wrong, but you try. Okay, and paragraph 4, I don't have the time to go through. I will show you the answer next week. Okay, because I want to. Okay, I think a good title for this story would be a visit to India where toilet is not available, something like this. Okay, we'll talk about this, but I wanted to just skip all the way and show you a video. Why does teacher Jinie keep talking about toilets, which the story is talking about? So this is a video about what Dohi had to face because she doesn't used to have toilets. And this is what many of the Indians in India, their life is when they don't have a toilet. Okay, let me just stop share and then share again because I need to share the sound. Okay, so let's listen to this.
आप लोग शौच के लिए कहाँ जाते हैं?
हम लोग शौच के लिए प्रायः जंगल जाते हैं।
क्यों?
क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ बाथरूम की सुविधा नहीं है, जिसके कारण हम लोगों को जंगल जाना पड़ता है।
Okay, the lady here is saying that she has to go to the forest for toileting. Okay, this is in India and she has no choice because they don't have toilet at
स्वच्छ
home.
भारत अभियान भारत सरकार द्वारा 4041 जिलों में एक साथ चलाए जा रहे हैं। स्वच्छ भारत अभियान का मुख्य उद्देश्य हर गली हर मोहल्ले सड़क को 2 अक्टूबर 2019 तक स्वच्छ बनाना है। भारत सरकार इसके लिए करोड़ रुपये खर्च कर रही है। करोड़ रुपये खर्च करने के बावजूद आज तक बहुत सारे गांव ऐसे हैं जहां अब तक शौचालय नहीं बन पाए हैं। रामगढ़ जिले के प्रखंड मांडू के अंतर्गत गांव लोखंडंडी में शौचालय नहीं होने के कारण मीना कुमारी जैसे गांव की अन्य महिलाएं शौच के लिए बाहर जाती हैं। शौच के लिए बाहर जाने के दौरान वे हमेशा असहज।
Okay, so if you look at just now, that's how probably the Dohi's villages look like. They have houses to live in, but in the houses there are no toilets. And the women here are feeling very uncomfortable to go out in the forest as their toilets. But the government and some of the organizations are doing something to build toilets for these people.
जंगल जाना अच्छा तो नहीं लगता है, पर मजबूरी में क्या करें, जंगल जाना पड़ता है।
कोई दिक्कत होता है वैसे बाहर शौच करने जाने में?
बाहर शौच करने जाने में दिक्कत तो बहुत सारी होती है। जैसे हम लोग शौच जाते हैं तो प्रायः।
Okay, I will summarize. So some of the women are saying that you look at the lanes, so they go behind their houses to go to use the toilet in the forest, and they say they're very uncomfortable because people may hide and watch them. Okay, and you don't know, sometimes it's in the dark, they had to go into the forest and use the toilet. It was very, very inconvenient. Okay, and so that is what I hope that I give you an idea what the story is actually talking about, and it's actually very real, happening in India. So they the author is using Dohi's story to share with everyone in a story manner what living life without the toilet is about. Okay, so as you read the story, it may not be easy to understand. So that's why we want to learn about the main idea of each paragraph, and you'll be able to understand better. Okay, I know today's lesson is not easy, but thank you for trying and putting in your best. Next week, we will continue to learn about the main idea so that you can understand passages better. Okay, and I so sorry everybody, I went over time, and I have